Hey guys, CJ here, and it's been a pretty big day for Marvel Comics. I mean, a bunch of their new 45 titles that are coming out in July have been announced, as well as a couple titles that are coming farther down the road. However, one of the big, always popular tie-ins, ever popular really, is Amazing Spider-Man. And of course, I'm sorry, Spider fans, Dan Slott is still writing your comic. I guess some of you are probably sad about that. Some of you are probably okay with that. A lot of people I know were hoping for a new writer after some of Slott's more controversial comments, you could say. I, of course, have no opinion on that, but I know our Zach was looking for some fresh blood, you could say. But big news about Amazing Spider-Man. They're changing up the status quo for Peter Parker. Now, he's forever, really, not forever, but for the last several years, had Parker Industries, where he basically uses his scientific acumen and, I guess, engineering skills to whip up some gadgets, some tech toys, and try to sell them, make a little scratch. Parker Industries has hit some hard times, but it'll actually will play a much bigger role in the character moving forward, as Peter has become an international icon, and direct quote, Spider-Man is on shirts, posters, toys, games, and more all over the world, and he'll be facing global threats from London to Shanghai. And we'll get into that in a little bit more. So first, let's break down this Peter as, an international icon. I'm not sure how I feel about this really, because he's essentially now just maybe Tony Stark with a better reaction time, you could say. I mean, he's, Tony Stark, but he can climb to walls. And it'll be really interesting to see how he handles this. I'm personally okay with it. I know a lot of longtime Spider-Man fans, like name-dropping Zach again, probably not crazy about this from the get-go, because it seems to, fly in the face of everything that Peter Parker really is about. I mean, he's this awkward guy. He's an everyman, and the fact that he's, I don't want to say a slacker, but I mean, he's hit some hard times. He's capable of more than he's doing, you could say. That's the driving force for his character. Great power, great responsibility, trying to put his talent to good use, and kind of making him, I guess you could say, successful. I mean, it might be, a natural evolution of the character and finally living up to his potential. I mean, I had a conversation with somebody today about the whole Doc Ock thing, saying Peter was never living up to his potential, and this is kind of a natural evolution of that. It's a natural progression for the character, I agree, but it'll be interesting to see how they balance, keeping him Peter Parker while taking this next step for the character. Back to Spider-Man as a global presence. Now, this kind of sounds like Batman International a little bit, but it's not really. It seems like Spider-Man will be getting out of NYC and doing a lot more stuff around the world. But perhaps the most perplexing bit of this is that he has a new Spider-Mobile. Yes, the guy that can get around the city without traffic now has a car, and it's a really futuristic looking car. It actually looks like one of the cars from Mass Effect. It's a dead ringer for that. The only thing I can think of to explain this is the fact that it's probably a licensing idea for a toy. I mean, it splits off into a spider looking thing, probably to crawl over buildings, I guess, but you gotta wonder, why wasn't web slinging enough? And to round it out, we have a look at his brand new suit. Really kind of cool looking. I like it. The new spider emblem is very different than what we've seen over the years. It also seems to have some backlit illumination. His eyes seem to be lit up, and he brings back the ever popular web wings. But other than that, the costume is relatively unchanged. So sound off in the comments below. What do you think of this new look, I guess job as well? This new look and feel for Peter Parker, you could say, to put it that way. Are you for it? Are you against it? Let us know. This is probably going to be a hotly debated topic, or I expect it to be. Don't disappoint me, YouTube. So, yes, if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.